What's going on, guys? It's Mike and Mitch from Quickie DFS, here to break down the Week 9 NFL main slate that we have. I'm going to let Mitch take over now and talk about the games with you guys.
Alright, I'm going to do something a little different this week on the Vegas totals. I'm just going to talk over the games that I like, not waste too much time on the games I don't like. Last week we saw kind of the same thing here with the Bills being a huge favorite against not a very good team, and the Miami Dolphins. The only thing different was the Bills were at home, but they still have a huge game implied total. So that, it's still like similar to the same thing, and we love Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs last week. But I love Josh Allen and somebody else this week, one of his other pass catchers. I think that the Ravens and the Vikings is an awesome game stack that we'll get into. I think Zeke's in a great spot here, home against Denver. They're banged up. Von Miller just went out, took his talents to the Rams, so good for him. Hopefully, maybe he can get himself another ring. I like Myles Gaskin against the Texans. The game total kind of supports that a little bit, but he's had a lot of touches in the past 2 weeks, and the last two games that I'm high on are the Eagles and the Chargers. I think that's an awesome game to stack as well. Maybe run Jalen Hurts naked and take Austin Eckler and Mike Williams. I think would be a good game stack there. And the last game I'm really high on is the Packers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. And Vegas also loves it. It's the highest game total on the slate. And I have a pretty good game stack. If you stay tuned, we'll get to that. So we're going to go to quarterbacks here now, and I'll let Mike start to talk about them.
So as Mitch said, that we like Josh Allen this week. He's the highest priced quarterback on the slate. It's a hefty price tag. I could also see myself getting to Patrick Mahomes and stacking him with Tyreek and Travis Kelce. Going down here, we saw Kyler. He had something with his ankle. He hasn't practiced all week long, and when we're recording this, it's Friday. So he still hasn't practiced. It doesn't look good for him. There's no Aaron Rodgers, so that makes Jordan Love viable. Dak Prescott, he's in a good game, but I don't know if I'll be getting to him because I think I like his running back a little bit more. Mitch mentioned Jalen Hurts. I'm probably not going to pay that price tag for him. I do like Justin Herbert, though. Stacking him with a Keenan Allen and an Austin Eckler. I know a lot of people don't like stacking the running backs with the QBs, but the way he throws the ball to Eckler, it makes sense to me. Going further down here with cheaper quarterbacks, I don't really know what's going on with the Saints here yet. You never know what they can do. Have you seen anything about that?
I think they're going to give Trevor Siemian the start, and probably Taysom the Gadget will come out and vulture touchdowns from Siemian and Alvin Kamara, so that'll be fun.
Mac Jones is pretty cheap. I don't mind him for his price tag, but I don't know. My favorite QB this week, though, is definitely Justin Herbert.
All right, I more play on Draftkings, so I'm going to talk about the Draftkings quarterbacks, and I think the best quarterback to play this week overall is going to be Lamar Jackson, just given his price tag and his situation. He's priced as like the 6th QB on the slate. I bet you he finishes better than top 6 QB on the slate. If I'm paying up, though, it'll be for probably Lamar Jackson. I do like Josh Allen, but with the price tag of Lamar Jackson, you can't beat it. But like Mike said, you love Josh Allen. I mentioned how good of a matchup it is. But my favorite low-priced option that I'm really going to go kind of all in on in cash games is going to be Jordan Love. He's getting the start against the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs are not good. Their offense has been terrible. And we're going to see what Jordan Love could do. Say Jordan Love comes out and he beats the Chiefs. How do you think he's perceived the rest of the season?
I mean, I know it's the Chiefs' defense. That's the thing. The Chiefs' defense fucking sucks.
They're not good, but if he comes out and it'll just be like it'll be an eyebrow raiser to see Jordan Love come out and beat the Chiefs. It'll be something. Brings question Aaron Rodgers.
That's the thing. My thing with that is that I think Alexander's going to be out, so they're going to be missing the number one corner. Aaron Rodgers isn't going to be there. I don't know. I don't think it really means anything if he beats the Chiefs.
Yeah, okay. We'll move on to running backs now.
It's just because of how bad they've been this season. That's the only reason I say that. Now, if it was last year, it'd be, you know what I'm saying? That guy could play some football.
Yeah, it's just interesting to see. Hopefully he does because I'm going to be playing him. Moving on to running back now is I'll let you take it over on FanDuel.
So, it looks, I don't know, he's not back yet? I thought he was coming back.
Even if he is, you're not playing him.
Yeah, no.
Not right now.
No. The thing with Alvin Kamara is I don't like that price tag, and now Mark Ingram's there, and then Taysom Hill, like Mitch said. So he's gonna have less value. So I don't like the price tag on Eckler. It's way too much in my opinion. I could see getting the Dalvin Cook, but my favorite running back on the slate is Nick Chubb. I think it's too good of a price tag for him against the Cincinnati Bengals, and especially with all the Odell stuff going on right now. He looks like he's going to get released. It's just too good of a price tag in my opinion. So that's why I like Nick Chubb. Is there anybody you like on here?
On FanDuel, I think that I'm going to be paying so low at quarterback and at tight end this week that I'm going to be able to spend pretty high up on running back, and that's what I plan to do. So I'm not, too high on any of these lower price guys. I'm going to be getting to the elite guys this week. I'm going to play Zeke. I'm probably going to play Elijah Mitchell. I could see myself getting to Cordell Patterson. I think, he's just a gadget. He does everything. He plays 3 positions.
I don't like his price tag.
I don't care. It's
all right.
If he's not running the ball, he's lining up at wide receiver. It's at a price of that cheap, you're getting a running back and a wide receiver. It just makes sense. I'm playing him, and I'll also play
on both sides.
I don't love him as much on FanDuel. On Draftkings, he's a better price. He's only $6,300, but I still think he's just
$700 difference.
I still think he's a good play. I think Aaron Jones is also a good play, but I'm going to be playing Jordan Love, so I don't want to stack quarterback and running back. Just not something I want to do. So those are going to be my picks for running backs for this week. I don't see myself getting a Nick Chubb on this site on DraftKings. I don't. When I rather play Cordell Patterson, and Zeke's right there.
Yeah, I understand that. I don't disagree with you on that. I opened up the app, I saw it, and I was like, all right, I'm playing Nick Chubb. That's just kind of how it went, and I stuck with it. So that's where I'm going.
Yeah, this would be a good Nick Chubb week because, like you said, Jarvis is gone, or not Jarvis, Odell is gone, and Kareem is still out. And, the team's facing some turmoil, and it'll be interesting to see, them go on a tear now that, maybe the cancer in the locker room's not there. So I get your point to it. I just love so many people in his price range. Hopefully James Robinson plays. I don't want to have to worry about maybe playing a Carlos Hyde or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm not playing Carlos Hyde against Buffalo.
And I do like Elijah Mitchell. I hope he gets cleared to play.
Actually, we need to talk about that.
What's that?
Kyler. Have we talked about Kyler? He hasn't practiced.
We went over the quarterbacks, and I don't think we mentioned anything about Kyler. We just assumed he was going to be out.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys have read anything about it. He hasn't practiced all week yet, guys. So it looks like he's not going to play. We'll find out definitely on Sunday, though.
But his backup's Colt McCoy.
Yeah, so if Kyler's out, Colt McCoy is a GPP play. I probably won't do it.
The 49ers price not too bad. If Kyler is out, $2,800, that might be a good defensive option. Go to wide receiver now. Go to FanDuel. Start there. As I said, I'm going to be playing Jordan Love. I'm going to pair him with Tyree Kill to game stack it. You could go ahead.
All right, so you're going to game stack it with Tyree Kill. I get it. I think I kind of want Travis Kelce. Maybe I can get both. I'm not necessarily sure. Well, if I run Jordan Love, I'll be able to do it. I don't know if I'm running Jordan Love like you are. I think Keenan Allen's way too cheap. I think $7K is a cheap price tag on him. I know he hasn't had a Keenan Allen season like we've seen before, but it's going to pick up sooner or later, and I just think the volume's there. He gets too many targets. Going down here, I do like Emmanuel Sanders. I don't like the price, but Josh Allen throws to him. It's against Jacksonville. They're definitely going to get up.
I want to say Cole Beasley's questionable as well. Go scroll down. Yeah, Cole Beasley is questionable. If for whatever reason, I don't think he's even practiced this week. Oh, he had a limited session on Friday. If Cole Beasley were not to play, it would make Emmanuel Sanders a very good play.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you on that at all.
Yeah, he's not playing.
This isn't normal, guys. This is not normal for him. All right, that's not going to happen.
It's a good matchup for him too, so I could see Emmanuel Sanders popping if Cole Beasley was out.
With Devontae Parker now on IR, it opens up more for Jalen Waddle. I know Mitch said he likes Myles Gaskin. I can see myself getting the Waddle because I know they throw the short dump passes to him. And, that accumulates points after a while, guys. Short passes, it's 0.5 PPR, so that'll add up. So I do like that. I like Jarvis Landry's price as well. I don't know if I'll be getting to him because I said I like Nick Chubb, but $5,900 it seems a little too cheap in my opinion for someone like him. And, we've seen before with Odell off the field, the Browns' offense is better, which it doesn't make sense. I know Baker's not good. I don't know if he's forcing the ball or just a one-read quarterback or what's going on with him. But I don't know. Going down here, I do like Kadarius Toney because there's nobody healthy that's a receiver on the Giants.
Kadarius Toney could have a good game with Saquon out, Sterling Shepard's out. I think Galladay's questionable, and it leaves Slayton to be the only healthy guy.
Evan Ingram.
You could play Evan Ingram. Last time all those people were out and Kadarius Toney played, he went absolutely bonkers.
He had 13 targets.
Yeah, 13 targets, 10 receptions, 189 yards. That was with everybody out again, and we're going to have the same kind of situation. So he could definitely pop. But I'm going to kick it over to Draftkings. My three favorite plays for wide receiver are Tyree Kill. I'm definitely going to get to Tyree Kill this week. Run it back with Jordan Love. I definitely want Tyreek. The other guy that I really like this week is T. Higgins. I've played him the past 2 weeks. This will be the third week in a row that I play T. Higgins. And he hasn't scored a touchdown since week 2. He just fell short of the 100-yard bonus last week. The week against Baltimore, he had 15 targets.
15 targets. That's crazy.
He hasn't moved in price. He hasn't moved. He moved up $100 from last week. I think T. Higgins is absolute smash play again this week. I'm gonna play him.
Tony's got a good price over there too. 52.
Tony's a good price. With some of the news that happened earlier this week, the third wide receiver that I like, with the terrible news, whatever about that is Hunter Renfro. He's already been a big part of this offense, and he's gonna get an injury or whatever you want to call it, bump from what happened. So I think Hunter Renfro is a great play. I like Emmanuel Sanders if Cole Beasley is out. T. Higgins probably my lock of the week.
How much is he on Fanduel?
Just to make it easy, we'll type it in. He is 6,600.
How do you feel about that over on Fanduel? I don't really like it as much as I do on Draftkings.
So just given the range of wide receivers in his area, I don't think it's a terrible play. But if Cole Beasley were to get officially ruled out, I would want to play Emmanuel Sanders for 100 less.
I agree with you on that 100%. So say that doesn't happen, and I know, like you said, you like him on DraftKings. I don't love the price over here on FanDuel. For 400 more, I would just go to Keenan Allen. But that's I know you said you like T. Higgins, but that's just me over on FanDuel.
I don't hate it at all. Going in Keenan Allen because it's Keenan Allen. I just think there's so much to like about T. Higgins this week and the Browns defense not being.
I'll definitely have some T. Higgins. I'll definitely have some of him. But if I'm making one lineup, I'm gonna get to Keenan Allen before T. Higgins, I would think.
So that's probably gonna wrap it up for us on draft for wide receiver. I know we didn't mention Devontae Adams, but we're going to be playing Jordan Love. I don't necessarily want to play Devontae Adams with Jordan Love because in case Jordan Love were to bust, at least we don't have Devontae Adams in our lineup as a bust as well. You could kind of stomach, what would be a bust for him, like 5 to 10 points for Jordan Love.
Yeah.
You can stomach that at that price tag, but if he doesn't give Devontae Adams a touchdown,
that's the thing though. Like, this defense is so bad. I don't think he just gives you 5 to 10 points. Like, I'm hoping that's not the case. You know what I'm saying?
Worst case scenario.
Yeah, worst case scenario. Yeah. I'm hoping he gets me like 15 to 22 though.
Yeah. Definitely. I think it's possible.
Yeah.
I just don't want to risk it with such a high-priced wide receiver and Jordan Love.
Because the other people I'd like to play, I just can't afford Devontae Adams. Because, like you said, you probably want to run it with Tyreek or Kelsey or something. I'd rather pay $500 less for Tyreek.
Yeah, so on tight end, we obviously already mentioned Evan Ingram. Not a play that I'm going to be getting to, but it's a core. You can get to it if you want to play the Giant. Play that Giants pass catching gamble. Evan Ingram is a valuable tight end to use, but I'll let you talk about anyone at tight end before I go.
So going to what Mitch said, he wants to play Jordan Love with Tyreek. I want to play Jordan Love with Travis Kelce. He's also a bit cheaper than Tyreek, but you could also play all of them together as a game stack, like you said. Other than that, though, up here at this price tag, I don't want anyone. I'm not going to play any of these guys. Going down lower, though, I don't mind a Zach Ertz. Maybe Colt McCoy. We'll lean on him if he starts. I know they have DeAndre Hopkins, obviously, and A.J. Green. It's your tight end, though, and you tend to lean on them when you're not really that good of a quarterback, in my opinion. I also like Dan Arnold, though, because he had 10 targets last week and 8 the week before. Oh, I'm sorry. It was 5, then 8. It seems to be that him and Trevor Lawrence are getting acclimated together, and they're starting to get like on page. So I definitely don't mind his price tag.
And if you were to run it back with, say you played Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, or Josh Allen and Emmanuel Sanders, you probably would take Dan Arnold as one of your game stack options, depending on if James Robinson is active or not.
I can get behind that 100%. I actually agree with that. I'm going to do that. That's something I will be playing this weekend as one of my game stacks. Going down cheaper here, you can obviously play one of the tight ends. You just never know which tight end from the Browns is going to do anything because there's 3 of them, then they all get work. Going down cheaper here, we know Noah Fant's out. Where is he at?
Albert O. I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Here we are.
There he is.
So he's questionable right now. He has a knee injury. Hopefully he plays. I don't see why he wouldn't play. I don't know who their third string tight end is on the roster, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm not going to play. If Albert O doesn't go, I'm not going to play the third string. But if Albert O does go at bare minimum price, pretty much, you'll take whatever he can get you. It's obviously a punt. He scored a touchdown before. He gets a couple targets a week. Now Noah Fant's going to be on the COVID IR. You would think that if he does get to go, his targets would increase more than he's gotten. But you will have to monitor that with his knee. That's probably where I'm going to go, along with Travis Kelce, as my 2 favorite tight ends. I'm either going to pay completely up or I'm going to pay completely down, depending on if Albert O is in. And if I was going to go mid-tier, it's going to be Evan Ingram or Dan Arnold. I can't fault you for either one. If you're game stacking, I definitely would like the Josh Allen with the Dan Arnold. Moving on to defense. If Kyler Murray's out, I don't see why you wouldn't want to play the 49ers for $2,800. I'm not sure what they are in Draftkings. But you could definitely play the 49ers. Sorry, I said Draftkings, whatever. You could definitely play the 49ers. You could definitely play the Falcons against the Saints. Doesn't matter who's starting. It's probably going to go bad for the Saints.
They're a good price. 49ers are a good price on Fanduel as well.
Yeah, what are the Falcons on Fanduel?
Way too cheap, $3,200.
Yeah, so You can play the Falcons too. You can play the 49ers. There's a lot of good cheap options.
If I'm doing that, I'd rather just pay up $300 just to get to the 49ers, though. There's just so much of a better of a defense than the Falcons.
Yeah.
They're only $3,500.
And they're at home.
Yeah, so that's where I'll probably go. I'm leaning Kyler to be out.
Yeah,
I don't think he plays. There's no reason for him to play if his ankle's really that messed up.
Yeah, so that's where our heads are for Week 9. We've given a lot of good options for the low tier and a lot of high tier options. So that's going to be our route, is probably just stars and scrubs this week. But you can follow us at Quickie DFS and DM us on Twitter to get more access to our lineups and a couple more of our core plays if you would like. So just shoot us a DM. That's it for me. You got anything?
No, that pretty much wraps it up. Please like and subscribe and have a good one, guys.
Good luck.